the galley is ready to take the new system, the cold pressure system. The head, however, is not. So let me show you what's going on in the head. My name is Rick, and I have a sailboat on the San Francisco Bay. Join me as I refit sailing vessel Frog's Leap with an eye towards taking her to warmer places. I get to spend only a few days each month on the boat. That's why I call the channel Marina Queen. So this is my beautiful saltwater manual head, and underneath it you can see I've got some vinyl hose, and that vinyl hose was the old cold water. And we're going to take that old cold water hose, we're taking it out, and you can see it's actually one of those two on the left that's going from the bottom to the top towards the sink. And I'm going to take out two of those zip ties and see if I can pull that out and get some access to that hose under the sink. That's it. We got a winner. Oh yeah. Well, we got it out. That's pretty great. I'm gonna cut that there so that we're dealing with less hose. So I was able to pull out that other hose. Not all the way. Let me show you where it is. It's back there. So they both would loop from the lower and then come up. There's actually a shelf in there. So this is looping past the shelf. And we're taking out the one that's now loose on the ground. So I'm going to cut it right about there, and then I'm going to plug it. And so when I change the sink, then it'll be really easy to pull the rest of this hose out. First step in this little bit of craziness is to cut this in a nice accessible location. So I'm thinking like maybe right here would be good. There we go. Hello friends, if you're enjoying this channel, please consider subscribing. Yeah. Well, I'm going to prepare this shutoff valve to be put down there on the supply line for the fresh water, because right now there's no shutoff valve. I have these nylon fittings that fit into the end of the ball valve. The other side has a 1/2 inch hose bar, so that'll be shut off, and that would be water's flowing. Okay, so I think that's pretty good, and I'm gonna just snip that off like that. Alright, now I should be able to thread it right on here. That went on very well, very easily. Well, there it is. So, I would want to put it in this way. So I'm sitting on the starboard settee. I've got the valve that I just assembled. I've got the valve right here. I've got the valve, and you'll see over here I've got the hose that I'm gonna attach it to right here. Now this hose is really quite high. You'll see it's going over the ladder. That's to provide for a siphon loop right here, because where I have to connect this to is much lower. It's actually lower than the water level of the tank, so when I break that hose, there's going to be water. That's the reason why I assembled it early, because there's going to be water. I'm going to need to have it in the closed position, and I'm going to need to be able to readily attach it when the water's coming out, so I don't have a huge water problem when I'm done. There's going to be water. Sounds like there's a lot of potential to screw it up. Let's give it a try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hold it here with my right hand and cut with my left hand. That way I can pull the cutter away and cover the water with my right thumb, and then I can use my left hand to put in the closed valve. There's going to be water. So we got a little bit of water out, but it wasn't too bad. Now I'm just gonna come in here with the valve. And it's leaking, but barely. Cinch it down, and as my brother Matt would say, good and tight. Okay, I think that's good and tight. So the last step is this piece here. Good and tight. Okay. Well, thanks for watching another episode of Marina Queen. Stay tuned next week when I finish the project of removing the water heater and converting this Island Packet 27 to a cold water only potable water boat. Oh, I'll be firing her up for the first time next week. Could be interesting. I can't wait for you to see how much this one change opens up the accessibility of the engine compartment. It's really impressive. I'll see you next week on the boat. New episode every Sunday. I'm not as think as you confused I am.